Right, if you're expecting a rant or anything remotely interesting or some news about West Ham, you might as well click off now, because quite frankly, there's going to be nothing of quality in this video whatsoever. I'm just really here to pass the time and to discuss some of your comments in relation to the video that I did yesterday. I did the Predictor League. Do you remember? I did. Well, of course you remember. It was only yesterday. I did the Predictor League. I had West Ham staying up, surprised myself, and I just staying up on 36 points. I had Norwich, if you remember, on 22 points and all of that sort of stuff. Anyway, loads of you played it, and loads of you sent in comments, and well, I thought everybody responded really well, and quite a few people, by the way, said they thought it was almost therapeutic. They were doom and gloom, but once they worked out the calculations themselves, they thought, hold on, we can stay up here. But do you know what? Having basically been, reading everybody's comments all day and just, just looking at what everybody's got to say, I think our confidence is actually not coming from the manager or the players or anything like that. I think our confidence is coming from the fact that once we've crunched all the numbers, we think there's some crapper teams than us. I don't think it starts out that way. You just realise by the time you get to the end of it, crikey, Norwich haven't won any games. Brighton haven't won any games. Or whatever your particular team is. So anyway, I've had loads of comments. I just wanted to go through them now because we've not done a live with Gonzo and we've not had a chat in a little while. So there we go. And I'm off out to tomorrow on the Razzle Dazzle. Say tomorrow, today, Saturday. I'm off on Saturday, so I can't do a live with Gonzo. So anyway, here we go. So it starts with Troy Henriksen. Troy Henriksen says it's going to be close. He did a predictor of all the teams. He went as realistic as possible, and he had us staying up, but only by beating Villa on the last day. I've had that comment a lot. A lot of people think that it's going to come down to that. And I'll tell you what, if it does, what a nervous game. My old man, I gave, when it was my old man's, was it birthday? Might have been Christmas. I think it was Christmas, right. So, when Christmas came round, my old man, I put in his card, gave him a card, and then put an IOU in it. And I said in the card, the game of your choice between now and the rest of the season. When he came to the West Brom game, he said, I've decided what game I'm going to take. I said, what's that? He said, last game of the season. And looking at it, I think it's a very, very wise one. Could you imagine? If it's down to that, the atmosphere. I'm not saying a brilliant atmosphere. It might be complete nerves. Last game, Aston Villa. Oh, that could be very, very tasty indeed. Isaac, this is the next message from Isaac, who's a very naughty boy. Isaac, his second name rhymes with runt. He basically thinks I should put a tenner on it. He thinks I win a lot of money. I am terrible at betting. I'm terrible at predictions, so I don't think so. Lawrence Salmon says, if the players can't be confident, why should we? I'll be honest with you, Lawrence. It's not really about confidence. Just a game of extrapolating and working out what the fixtures are. Bit of fun. I found it quite fun anyway, particularly as we stayed up in my calculations. So I won't say I'm confident. I'll just play the game. Richard Lewington says we're screwed. He said it worse. More harsh than screwed. He says fixtures might look winnable, but the quality of players and the attitude of players will take us down. With a little cryy tear emoji. He's gone for the single tear emoji, not the double tear though, I noticed. Tim Julian said, let's keep this video until May. Notice you were pretty vocal against Pellegrini and his management. Fortunes haven't improved. Don't give up your day job yet, Gonzo. I don't think Tim likes me. I don't think he likes me very much, does he? And that's fine. But he said, let's keep this video until May. I've got to be honest with you, Tim. The prediction video that waits until May is just a season review, isn't it? Because we already know. It's not a prediction video. Not a prediction game, is it, Tim? If we just look back on it. It's not very happy. I wonder what score. Hey, Tim. What did you get? I reckon he's great, grumpy. I reckon West Ham went down. Then Tim's won. Alan Turkington says, got us 14th on 39 points. Brighton, Villa and Norwich go down. Fair enough. Phil McDonald, he's just taken a 38. 38 plus. He thought, he thought he'd relegated us, but when he pressed the calculate button, he had us on 13th, on 41 points. I mean, and that's the funny thing when you're playing this game. You think, we're down. I did. You press calculate. Well, hold on a second. I mean, 41 points. I just cannot see that. Tony says we have to believe we can, Gonzo. If not, what's the point? We might as well throw in the towel now. Tell you what, you would have to really soak that towel to get it past the carpet and onto the pitch. I think the stand is so far away. Even the front row. I don't think if you stand in the middle, I don't think anyone can throw a towel. I'm not suggesting you do, by the way. I'm not suggesting people throw things during the match, by the way. I just mean as a sporting endeavour. I don't think anyone is good enough at throwing to throw a towel from the front row to get it onto the pitch. Don't try it. I shouldn't have even said that. I'm not trying to cause trouble. Honest. Henry Richard said we won't win in the next 7. Dom says, he says, good video. Well, thank you very much. Dom, it's going to be tight, but I think we may scrape through. Look, the funny thing is about this, a lot of people come back. Not many people had us going down. And not because people were saying, oh, yeah, we're going to beat Man U, we're going to beat Arsenal, we're going to beat Chelsea. I think people were quite realistic with the results. But they still had us staying up. As I say, I think it's predicting the other people's results. Stephen says, Watford have not finished above West Ham for many seasons. So he thinks my opinion is off. Just look at your thought of losing to Watford at home. And when we did them at Vicarage Road, I take what you're saying, you know, historically and all the rest of it. I don't have us going down, Steve. As clearly you watched the video. I just do have Watford above us. I just think Pearson, you know what I mean, mate? He's just been a bit better, isn't he? I can't see them capitulating. And, yeah, they've also got Troy Deeney back. So you're right, we can look at Vicarage Road, what happened there, but we can also look at what Deeney's like at our place as well. John Webb said he had Norwich, Villa and Brighton going down. West Ham 15th on 39 points. Frank Hansen says by April will be relegated. We will not start by taking any points until after the Chelsea game. By then it'll be too late. We're devoid of confidence. And he says he thinks by that point even Forest Green Rovers could beat us. Sorry if I paraphrase that, but that's basically what you said, Frank. How are Everton, a team who have lost once in 11 games, 13th? They are on 9 wins in the league now. You think they're going to win 1 game in the next 13? 5 draws and 7 losses. The league won't mean anything if you're on that basis. I've said bias, I think, on his basis. Yeah, how are an Everton team that lost once in 11 games 13th? Well, they're not 13th. This is a game. It's my game, isn't it? There's my predictions. I can't go back, James, and re-predict it. I'll just check with you. Wouldn't I have to check with you? What do you reckon, James? Well, you got to do it yourself, mate. You got to do it yourself. I don't know. I'm not so. I have even said, James, I'm crap at this sort of stuff. Don't worry about it. You don't even have to watch it, honestly. Jamie Mark says, of course we can. You're being too negative emotionally. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know. Our last two not very happy, are they? Of course. What do you mean? Of course we can. Oh, okay. Can we win? He's talking. He's talking about a title. Can we win 4 games? That was the title of the video. So he's saying, of course we can. You're being too negative emotionally. I wasn't particularly emotional about it. I just thought it was a game. Really, it was a bit of fun. I wasn't crying or anything, was I? Anyway, I don't think Jamie watched the video. I mean, he just watched the title and said, of course we can. Give it the old thumbs down and went about his business, didn't they? Anyway, who else we got? Mr. Thong. He said, Gonzo has very delicate and smooth hands for a plumber. A lazy plumber. I don't moisturise or anything. I just don't. I delegate. That's what I do. I point a lot. And tell other people what to do. That keeps your hands lovely and smooth, Mr. Thong. Who I noticed as his avatar as a cookie monster. Cookie. I used to love a bit of Sesame Street. Cal Nor says, I know it's all guesswork, but I will say you've given me a little bit more hope that we'll stay up. regardless of the next few games being a loss, it's still in our hands. Just hope the players want it enough. Well, there you go. Oh, look, I mean, as you rightly say, it was just a game and it's just a bit of guesswork. But it did make me feel okay. When you actually look at it and you think 4 games, yeah, you know, actually we can do this. We can do this. Which is what I said in the video. Which is why Jamie clearly didn't watch the thing, which is fine. Christopher Williams says, this is interesting. I got Villa safe the week before our final game with only Norwich below us. I put us to win the last game and we stay up above Bournemouth by a point and Newcastle on goal difference. It's that last game thing again. Oh, I think someone else is not happy. Joe says, you have Brighton only getting 5 more points the rest of the season, even though they don't play any of the big 6 away. They have decent fixtures and now have a fully fit squad and have played West Ham off the pitch on numerous occasions. He can't see that myself. It'll be a dogfight from everyone, Burnley down, all the involved. Could be any of us. Can't call it. Well, apart from the Brighton stuff, he could call the Brighton stuff. But apart from that, he can't call it. Yeah, I did. I've got to be honest with you. Wasn't particularly scientific. Just went. I think that the thing is, if you've done it, and I guess you haven't, Joe, because you've not put your own thing down. But if you do it on match-by-match basis, you're just looking at it, you think, okay, they played them. I think that would be 3-2. I think that would be 2-0, 0-0. And that's what you're doing it. Yeah, I wasn't anything particularly against Brighton, if you're a Brighton fan, Joe. It wasn't, I don't know, it just works out. I think, not to be fair, mate, I think I was far harsher on Norwich, to be fair. Chandler, 77, so he's got us finished. Sorry, I'm saying that. He says, I've got us finishing on 58 points and in 5th. Liverpool 101, Leicester 81, Man City 64, Chelsea 63, West Ham 58, Tottenham 57. He says, I'm not optimistic about 5th. I think 10 to 12 fish. Oh well, I'm glad someone's having a laugh and taking it in the spirit it was intended. Paul says, good stuff, Gonzo. Amusing. Not happy that you've put my team down, though, which is Aston Villa, he says. It'll upset Prince Williams. I love you, but I hope you're wrong. Yeah, well, as I say, Paul, I wouldn't worry. In fact, I predicted Aston Villa to go down in my prediction game. I wouldn't worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Just I'm mostly wrong about most things when I predict a football match, I can tell you. Mr. Sean says season might be named The Great Escape. Pocky Punk, which is Sat. We know Sat. He's done a couple of videos. He says, so after 37 games, we'll be on 33 and Villa on 32 going into the final game. Squeaky Bum Gamer saying the same thing. Final game. D. Lee says, doesn't see any fight in the team after the horrible run of games we have coming up. He only sees the team even more demoralised. He has us relegated. So that's the first... Is it? I think it might be the first one that has us relegated. Mr. Sheezy says, we finished 15th in my predictor. Simulation on 36 points. With the same points to me. Goal difference of minus 27. Similar to me, I think I had minus 25. So what did he say? Who else is down? He said Bournemouth. Oh, Bournemouth and Norwich down. Beg your pardon. Kai says, Gonzo, thank you. You break up the day. Cheers. Better than breaking up a marriage, Kai, is all I can say. But I'm glad you liked the video, mate. Thank you. Thank you for writing that nice comment. Clayton was regular on the forum. He said Norwich on the bottom with 20 gave Norwich 20 points. I go, I was being harsh with 22, Clayton. Watford 19th with 31. Bournemouth 18th for 33. Villa 17th 33. Where are we? Oh, us 15th with 38. Massive Fitness says, Gonzo, this is what I had it. Brighton 37. Oh, blimey. Is that right? Sorry, I've got to expand on that. Okay, we're safe. We're just safe. Okay, sorry. Norwich, Villa, Bournemouth, then us. Boxing Monkey said, a Millwall have booked a plane for the last game of the season. Cheers, Moisey, you repulsive looking man. Andrew Wickstead said we could not win a 2-ticket raffle, let alone 4 games. Christopher Watson says, I haven't finished in 9th. Gonzo, 1 place below the arse. It's 1 place you don't want to be below, isn't it? The arse, let's be fair. 2 places above the spuds. Peter Jones said the predictions make him feel slightly better. Quite right too, Peter. Cy Beeks says, I have a surviving on 37 points in 15th. But until Easter, he has us in the bottom 3. Bournemouth, Villa, Norwich getting relegated. A little theme. We can't all be wrong, can we? Apart from the geezer that was horrible to me, he's wrong. Roger Cook says, gloriously daft from you, Gonzo. Reckon we need 40 to stay up and won't get it. I'm not so sure, Roger. I'm not so sure now, having seen everybody else's fixtures. Apart from Brighton, of course. Don't want to criticise Brighton. Champions League, Brighton. Don't upset the chap earlier. Alan Bastard, Rick Mail, lovely character. The New Statesman, anybody used to watch that? It was very good. He said, I'm genuinely shocked at that, considering how realistic he was with our results. It's actually given me hope. So, obviously, he's done the same as well. He's basically marked out, saying, no, lost, draw, couple of wins, you know, whatever. And he still has us staying up. Metal Corey says, sorry, Gons, but I just can't see Brighton going down. Well, he said the same thing as the other guy, but with manners. And he's a regular, Metal Corey, of course. Nigel Bradley says, Gonzo worth a flutter then. Second one to say that. You can't put money on that. All depends on how quickly Bowen and Souček fit in. Quite, this video's dragging on a bit. Sorry. Well, you don't. Oh, actually, don't be sorry. You should. I told you at the start. Bugger off. All right, you don't have to watch it. If you're still here now, after 16 minutes watching this, you're hardcore. You're hardcore Hammers chat. I'll give you that. Gareth Thomas, probably not the Gareth Thomas. It's what I said when people say win 2 games will be top half. It doesn't make any sense, because what if every other team wins who are close to us in the league? Well, they can't all win, Gareth. That's the thing. That's the thing with Predictor 1. You know, people play each other and all the rest of it. So, and there are a couple of teams. I think Watford amongst them have a horrendous running. I think they play almost every top team. Of course, we do as well. But yeah, everybody else can't win, if you know what I mean. Joan, hello, Joan. She says, great video, thank you, Gonzo. I'm a pessimist, but I have high hopes for us 547 points. With Bournemouth, Villa, Norwich getting relegated. There it is again. Mike Cadwalder said, I've just tried it. Week 37. Oh, Hammers officially relegated. Week 38. Hammers beat Villa and dragged them down with us. It's a bit of mischief there. Phil McDonald said, just watched the YouTube vid again of Bowen's 50 goals for Hull. So you've seen 100 goals, Phil, obviously then. What impressed Phil most was his taste for a snapshot before the keeper sets himself. Absolutely. Shoots early. His ability to keep the ball under the crossbar is important for anyone who wants to score goals at, Phil. I'll tell you that now. Even when leaning back. So he can lean back and not put the ball into rows. He basically doesn't do an Antonio. Basically, Phil likes Jim Bowen. I know it's not Jim, before anyone corrects me, and the thing is. JGM says, 4 games, no chance. We couldn't win a kicking contest against a one-legged man. That's a good one. So we couldn't win we couldn't win in a 2-ticketed raffle earlier. Jazz, who is who you will recognise, my friend from many joins us on many videos. He says he's got us on 35 points and staying up. That's, of course, do you know what he messaged? To be fair, he WhatsApped me earlier. I did note that. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. Staying up as the other teams have all got hard fixtures. Brighton, Bournemouth and Norwich going down. Different, slightly different. Christine says West Ham players don't have guts. We got wrong players. Jordan Harrison, you're that focused on predicting the individual fixtures that the end result of the table comes as a surprise. LOL. Lots of love, clearly. I'm feeling the love. I'm pretty much preparing myself to watch West Ham get relegated. It seems inevitable. Yeah, in my table, they were 13th. And Liverpool under. I had 109 points, I think. Yeah. You know what I mean, Jordan, to be fair. Yeah, so yeah, he did pretty much exactly. I don't think I had 13th, but he did exactly the same as me. He was so busy focusing on the individual results. He gets to the end. I think, crikey, we're going to qualify for the Champions League. Fran says, Everton on 33 points. You have us finishing on 41. Harsh, Gonzo. Did I not have us finish on 41? I'd finish on 36. Oh, maybe Fran means that Fran has Everton on 33 points. Also, there's a reason betting companies love football betting, especially the fools who think accumulators are a good idea. Michael McLaughlin says, Villa just surviving, and we played them last, so not exactly comfy. Yours implies a massive run at the end, but morale could be short by then, according to yours. Yeah, I mean, that's very, it really could be, Michael. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say a massive run. I would not say a massive run. I think there's 4 wins, so it is that I'm expecting a lot of bum squeaking. Scott Bloomfield says, unless Bowen is the next Tevez, can't see it happening, mate. At the start of the season, I thought this was the most talented squad since the Redknapp days or 2006 Cup final. He's 34, same as myself. So sadly, his most successful era. Massively wrong. Anyway, turns out we're not even near that level. He said, apart from Fabianski, Rice and Antonio, everyone else has flopped. Bo says, not the greatest. None of the greatest football minds ever predicted results accurately. That explains it then. All the other teams have to play the same number of teams as West Ham. Yes, absolutely. There are 13 games to play. His prediction for the Mighty Hammers are 5 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats, 42 points. Jason says 100% going to win 4 games. Saints at home is a must-win game, says Elisa. Gary says, yep, the next 2 to start with. So he thinks we're going to win the next 2 games. Raven says we might get a surprise result against Man City or Liverpool. That would be typical West Ham. Mark Weir says it's easy to predict results, especially with West Ham glasses on, to make sure that we don't go down. And I would mark them up. Yes, I can see us winning 4 or 5 games at least, but who really knows what's going to happen? You're right, but I don't feel, and certainly getting the input from everybody else, I don't think I was marking us up to make us survive. I wasn't keeping count until the end. With a sting mark, you just get to the end and you press calculate. You're not actually keeping count of whether we stay up. So you're not marking them up thinking, oh, I'll do that just so we stay up. You literally don't know. So in many respects, I was marking us down to try and be realistic. And I know a few others of you were doing the same thing. D. Jarrett says, crawl back to the Championship and drag your slimy owners with you. Can you drag someone if you're crawling? Be quite hard, wouldn't it, I think? I don't know. I think D. Jarrett is not a West Ham fan. I think that's fair to say. Mark Ratcliffe has us 18th. Lee 45 says we go down every 6 to 9 seasons, so we're due a relegation. Lee 45, he's written another message. He says he's got us going down on 35 points on a predictor, but 3 teams above us are 36. So he hopes he's a point out, basically. Fair enough. I had us on 46, as you know. Forever Blind Bubble says you're going to keep your West Ham score predictions on this predictor the same that you do the reviews for our remaining games. Oh, I see what you're saying. Am I going to... That's going to be really interesting, actually. Probably not, because I was just making it up quite quickly. And I've already changed. I think on my predictor, I put 4-0 Man City win. I just did the preview a couple of hours ago with Gio, and I made it 2-all. Man City 2, West Ham 2. So I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert, man. I'm just a gobby bloke in a shed making some YouTube videos. But who knows? Who knows what will happen? Who knows what will happen? The last but not least, Stuart Tyler says, not bottom, but bottom-ish. Hopefully not bottom. Hopefully, sorry, I'll say it again. Not bottom, but bottom-ish. Hopefully not bottom 3. Squinky bum time. There's a lot of bottoms and bums in that, Stuart. But it is. A bit arsey, that message. Anyway, there we go. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for everybody that joined in. 25 minutes reading your messages, but very nice messages. Even the horrible ones I did enjoy and had a chuckle at. And yeah, lovely. So what we got? I'll see you tomorrow for the match when myself and Gio will be doing a build-up show. Did he say half 3? So I can't even remember. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. We're doing a build-up show. And then obviously review straight afterwards. And then we'll be doing our player ratings Patreon videos. And then we'll, I guess I'll be back with you on this channel on Monday for the lunchtime video. Who knows what we're going to talk about for the lunchtime video. Probably more of the same. If anybody wants to send in a video, please do feel free to do so. hammerschat@gmail.com. Record yourself on your phone. Send in some reviews if you want. If you're watching this, you want to send in some reviews of the game. Don't care if it's 2 minutes long. You might be annoyed because we lost 10-0 Man City. You might be absolutely thrilled because we've beaten them by a lucky Ogbonna deflected header that bounced off both posts and then in. And you might want to have your say. So please do. The platform is open for anybody who wants to have a say. And I will, I'll just get them to me as quickly as you can. And I'll get them uploaded. And maybe we'll just do some reaction videos. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Enjoy your Saturday, whatever you're doing. And I will catch up with you all on Sunday.